What's up, Tubeland? I haven't made a vlog in a very long time, so guess what we're doing? We're in New York City, and today I'm super excited because I'm gonna take you along on how to cover a convention very, very quickly. So how to turn around videos and how to turn around videos quickly and what to look for when you're prepping for a show. So without further ado, let's go to New York Toy Fair and let's do some con coverage. But before we do any of that, we gotta do the one thing that you always have to do in New York City. Do you know what that is? Let's get a bagel. Oh, baby. Okay, so we have everything that we're ordering for friends. We got a couple cream cheese bagels. I got a bacon egg sandwich, but we gotta get this to the convention center. So I'm gonna put you guys away for a second and then we'll talk about how to actually cover a con. Okay, so the first thing that you're gonna wanna do when you're doing con coverage is get a shot list from your client. So right now we just finished an edit, and before we did any of that, we knew exactly what the videos were going to be beforehand. And because we had that plan already set in stone, I knew exactly what I needed to shoot. Because when you're at a con and you need to turn around work quickly, you need to make sure that you're not getting a bunch of fluff B-roll. So make sure you figure out what is the product or what's the thing we're trying to highlight, and then get a close, medium, and wide shot, get the interview, and then just drop that in the editor. And that will be so much faster than going in and be like, okay, so what do you want? And yeah, so you're effectively eliminating what you have to guess and check because you already know what you're gonna shoot beforehand. So, first things first, make sure you get a shot list ahead of time, or a content list ahead of time. Two big things. So, moving on, let's get some other B-roll shots of other things while we wait for them. So the next big thing that you need to have when you are doing con coverage is the right gear. Now, it depends on the production quality that you're going for, but if you're going for quick turnaround content, the big things you're going to need are obviously a camera and a lens and a microphone. So I'm using the Sony A9, but any mirrorless camera will work, or even a non-mirrorless camera, DSLR. I prefer a small body because it allows me to be very quick, and I know my camera settings well. So like a Sony A7 III, EOS R would work, something like that. Now, as far as a lens, my favorite lens to use 99% of the time is a 16 to 35 millimeter lens. I'm using the Sony G Master f2.8. I know there is an f4 version that is significantly cheaper, but a 16 to 35 millimeter lens is going to be your bread and butter. And then the second lens that I use is a 90 millimeter macro lens, and that's for a lot of the detail shots because the con I'm covering is all about toys and products, so I want to get those close detail shots. The last thing would be a microphone. I'm using the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, but when you are doing coverage for your client, I recommend using a lavalier mic. So I use the Sennheiser Lav, and it is a wonderful microphone to get really crisp audio, especially in a setting where there's a lot of ambient noise. So if you can get your audio as close to your subject as possible, like a lav, that would be your best bet. So the three big things that you need for con coverage are going to be a camera, a lens, maybe two, and a microphone. And then the last thing, perhaps the most important, is a laptop, a way where you can edit content on the fly. So I use the Dell XPS 7590, and that covers everything I need. But there's plenty of other laptops, so make sure you have a way to edit the content as well. That's a thick.
Some thick ass boy.
Oh my god, that's great.
Damn.
This morning, I was like, I feel like Harley Quinn right now. I get my Birds of Prey egg sandwich. Oh my god. That's a thick boy. So the last big thing that you'll need for con coverage is timing. What do I mean by that? Well, when you're doing videos at a con, every second counts. Like the second the con opens, you need to make sure that you are getting your show on time, and you're getting the interviews that you need to get to as fast as you can, and the B-roll that you need to get to as fast as you can. Now, that's the easy part. Now, where does timing get challenging? It's the logistics between getting from your workstation and your editing, shooting, or your shooting location. So, here are my best tips for that. 1, figure out where your venue is ahead of time. So if you can get an exhibitor badge, go to the destination beforehand so you know exactly where it is, and then figure out where you're going to edit. So I was editing mostly out of the cafeteria in the Jags Convention Center in New York City, or the hotel, or at the booth, because they fortunately had an extra space for me, which eliminated a lot of walking back and forth between my editing station and my shooting location. Now, if you don't have the luxury of editing on site, it is important to remember that wherever you are editing, it is close by so that you can dump footage quick and edit quick. Now, the biggest thing that you do need to be aware of is an internet connection, because you can edit all this great content, but if you do not have an internet connection, then, well, you can't upload it to your client. So, when it comes to timing, make sure you know where to be, how long you're going to be there, how long it's going to take to get you to your shooting location and your editing station, and how long it will take for you to edit each piece of content. I highly recommend using either presets, making your own, or purchasing some. I use a lot of the Red Giant presets, but any presets that you find online will help. LUTs are useful, transition presets, audio presets, all those things will help speed up your workflow. So timing, where you're shooting, how long it takes to get from your editing station to your editing location, and making sure that you have a Wi-Fi connection, and presets will be very useful to you. So timing, work on that. So if you're at this point in the video, you're probably asking yourself, Jags, you're kind of all over the place. Why? What are you doing? What are you doing? So, fun little fact while I've been on this trip, while I was trying to vlog, I got food poisoning on Saturday while we're here. And after that, because food poisoning reduces your immune system, I got sick. I got real sick. So, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you. But what we've been doing is we've been basically sitting in the hotel, still editing. And when it comes to con coverage overall, a lot of it is just like making sure you're being productive with your time and making sure you have a game plan ahead of time. Fortunately, at this point, it is now Wednesday. New York Toy Fair is over, and I get to enjoy one last day in New York City. So what does that mean? We're gonna get a B&H photo. But before we do that, let me just show you my sort of work setup so that you can get an idea of like what it looks like when you're actually editing con coverage on site. So I found a spot in the hotel. We got the laptop, and I am just shutting down because I'm about to go to B&H, and then I'm running everything off of my solid state drive, and then literally it's just a little corner in the hotel. So yeah, it's not fancy, it's not fun, but so far I've gotten about like 5 hours of work done today, so I'm gonna go treat myself to some New York time. That means, like I said, B&H. Alright, so we're all over the place now, because now we're visiting my friend Tommy. Tom!
Don't record it.
Tom!
No, you don't want to record it, John.
What's the Wi-Fi password?
It's first letter of each word capital,
John the Cow 347. Misha's choice.
I'm sorry, what?
Old habits die hard.
John the Cow 34?
347.
So my friends Tom and Misha, they're getting into Warhammer, which means we're gonna do some macro photography of their figures because, hey, we came here for Toy Fair anyways. This seems mildly appropriate. So what are you doing? You're trying to block off so we can get some
I'm just trying to
less spill on that background.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can put tape on that diffuser. I'm not offended. Tom, what do you do? Just so the video knows.
I'm a set lighting technician. Quiet.
Hello, birds.
So I spend most of my time doing this on a larger scale.
On real productions, not like silly social media stuff.
Sometimes it's silly social media stuff. You know, whatever pays the bills.
Oh my god, you are a genius. I would have never thought about doing that.
It's we kind of want to stick an intermediary in there and see what happens.
Alright, we're gonna switch to the macro lens and take some photos. Maggie, do you think you could help me out with something?
I don't know. I can try.
What's the Wi-Fi password?
It's John the Cow 347.
What the fuck?
It's Misha.
So Kush, how many Warhammer things do you have? Because I want to take pictures of all of them, and you need to paint all of them before
Before you leave?
Yeah, exactly.
These ones here are all mine.
Okay.
And all the ones in there are Tom's.
Okay. Now I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
I need to do a little work tonight. Can you tell me what the Wi-Fi password is?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna end the vlog here. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is the 4th time recording this because autofocus is being weird. Sony, please give us a flip screen. That would be amazing. But if you learned something about covering a con, let me know. It is one of those things that I've discovered a little bit of a formula, and if you need some help with that formula, let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the cool footage of other New York stuff, and maybe you learned something. If you did, comment section down below, or hit me up in the DMs on Instagram at JohnJagsName. And I guess until then, I will see you in that next video. I'm gonna eat my bagel, drink my coffee, and fly out to California. It's about 5 a.m. and I'm tired, so I'm going to go home and get some sleep. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. Bye. Have a good one. Bye. 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 Bye.